Oh, I am so excited that you joined us. You are not going to regret this. You just joined a team that is so supportive, and anytime you have any questions or anything, everybody's always helping each other out. You're going to get to know everybody on the Blossoms group, and you're going to start to think these people are your friends, even though you've never met before. It's going to be awesome. So, you joined and your website is set up. So I'm going to show you how to set up a party because let's be honest, that's one of the most important things you need to know right now. So you log onto your website and you're going to click onto My Account. So once you get into My Account, and you are going to come to this a lot. I go to this, I don't even know how many times a day. So you're going to get familiar with this pretty quickly. So once you're in My Account, you're going to see that over here on the left-hand side, you're going to see all different things, and I'm only going to focus on the events today. You're going to click on Add Events. So then what you're going to do is, it depends on what you're doing. So if you're having a Facebook party, which you are, you're going to do e-show. If you do e-fair, that means you're having a book fair, like at maybe a daycare center or a school. That's not what you're going to want to do right now, and we'll talk about e-fairs at another time. So your e-show is what you're going to do for Facebook parties, home parties. So most of the things that you do will be e-shows. And then you pick your start date. Now, when you're having a party, whether it be a Facebook party or a home party, you're always going to have some guests who cannot attend the actual party. And they may just know what they want and they're going to order a few days in advance. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have that link open a few days in advance. It could even be a week in advance. Whatever you're comfortable with is fine. So let's just say my party is going to be April 26th. So I'm going to start my party on that Sunday. And then, like I said, the party's April 26th. So you want to try to close out your parties really fast. Now, you have to remember that when you're at the end of a month, in order for the hostess to get the hostess rewards for that month, everything needs to be in and done by the last day of the month. So if I was to have a party on the 26th, I would say that you want your party closed by the 28th. Absolute latest, because then your hostess or host is going to need to pick their books, give them to you, and you're going to have to put them in through Order Pro, which don't worry, I'll tell you what that is at another time. So then you're going to, once you have your dates in there, and the time itself, it does it automatically. You don't need to change the time. It starts at midnight of the one day and ends midnight of the next day, so you'll be fine with that. Then you type in your host name. So Jane Doe happens to be hosting this party. Now you can put the email in, or when you're setting up the party, if you don't have your host's email address yet, that's okay. No big deal. If you do have it, you can enter it here. So let's just say she's at janedoe@gmail.com. .com. Now, if you put the email in when guests order, she will also get a copy of the order. If you don't have the email in, it's no big deal. Then she just won't know, but we'll talk about how you tag in a party, and then she'll know who's ordering, and you'll be keeping her updated. A tax exempt number would only be for like schools or churches that are tax exempt, and as it says right here, it only applies to e-fair orders, so you never have to worry about that with an e-show. This disable shipping option means that the guests could only ship it to their house in an e-fair, as opposed to having a book fair at a school and having it shipped there. And we'll talk about pros and cons of that at another time when we're doing e-fair. So leave this and this alone. You don't need to worry about it. And then you just click save. So now you're going to see that we're going to go to future because I had this in the future. So you see that you have Jane Doe's party and start date. But now I want to show you, let's just pretend that, let's look at my party here. So you'll see over here, this is the event link. This is the thing that you need for your parties so that you can give people the link so that when they're buying their the books, it goes to the right party, the hostess gets the credit. This is important. So you're going to need to copy this and paste it when you're giving it to your host, when you're putting it into the party. So like I said, you will come back to this site pretty often in order to do that. So that's how you set up your party. This is what we need to get your launch party started, and or your first party, whether it be your party or maybe you just have a guest who you're going to host with first. Either way, it's fine. But this is what we need. This event link is what we need. So if you have any questions, get in contact with me. But I think you should be ready to do it on your own. So let me know.